Alright, let's make pads. So my favorite plugin to start running pads in is a plugin called SoundPaint. SoundPaint's pretty fun. It is free for a lot of things. There is some paid stuff too. I haven't bought anything in it though. So you might as well just grab it. It's pretty good. So basically what it does is takes like a part and it can morph the transient and the release of the transient, like after the transient, the tail, that's it. And it can combine them together. So we have a piano, stain, from the gain. Simple. Piano. Then we could take but we could do more to it. It's effects without a delay. So there's a couple delays here. I wish these delays were like separate effects because they're actually really good. So alright, there's some actually really cool like rhythm percussion stuff here that we can use for layers, and because this is how this thing works, it is actually yeah. Let me find some good parts and I will show you the result. Okay, yeah, so I found some parts. So there is the polytonal here. So this is what it sounds like. Another thing you can do is either go up an octave or even a seventh, just to add like a little bit of grit layer. That's not meant really making a difference here. It's mostly the violas doing stuff, but it is very big, but we can tone it down a little bit and add some effects to it. In fact, I'm not going to use the internal effects. I'm going to show you some cool other effects that we can use. So, O to T. Okay, so I'm going to show you something really cool. This is a free plugin. it's very simple. It does its job very well. And I like the design of it. This is made by this company here. But yeah. Anyways, here's what it does. It's kind of like a volume envelope thing. Very simple controls. But it has an offset for panning. Okay, so I added a effector. Effector can do some modulation using X and Y. Also to sync it, so I have like a square wave just going back and forth between two values, and it's like 2 per 1. The biggest thing I could say about pads is that adding like movement and stuff, just the most random crap you could think of. Probably one of the best ways to do it. Just adding them together and just getting a big sound is probably the most effective way to make a pad. I just like throwing effects on. It's really simple, but it does its job very well. I really do like the tail though. That tail is pretty cool. So I might actually keep it in the render. So another thing we can do is add like an ARP layer just coming in here and there. But I want to show you a pretty cool technique that I want to try. So let's make a very, very simple ARP layer. Okay. We're going to render as an audio clip. So, we have the audio. Open up a SliceX. I'm probably going to make a dedicated video just for SliceX one day, because I love this plugin. Being honest. So, normalize the sound, then you... Actually, I want to chop it up a little bit more, just because I think it would sound a little bit better with a little more chops. Declick all regions. Normalize all regions. So all the things are the same volume. And what we're just gonna do is stack the layers. This is like similar to granular synthesis, but you'll see what we're gonna do. It's gonna be like more control over it. And just do random and some weird reason Portamento works and Slice X, it just slides between them. It's kind of complicated, but yeah. The only problem here right now we're having issues with is that all the volumes are the same. There's not much variation. It's not really spaced out. So what we can do is change the volume and go to the volume random. This is kind of like note chance. So I can turn that on, and this is about 25% of the time it's going to trigger a note. This is about 50%, but we can also make the volumes shape. So another cool thing is you could do tracking with, so you can have a wide pan, but we can also just randomize the pan in Slice X. So we can have it down here, 50% to the left, 50% to the right. We have a sequence going on, and it sounds pretty cool, but let's mess with the sound a little bit. So we can do time stretch and stretch it out. Now let's layer that with our pad. Very cool. Very glitch, but still very much a pad. We can combine them together a little bit just so that they're more even. Just blur them together with OTT. So yeah, I just applied some filtering, and yeah, it sounds really good. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is just some simple techniques that you can use for making pads, or anything really that has a lot of space, or just more movement. Movement is the key here, I think. But yeah, that's it. Alright, thank you guys. See ya.